Man, I'm recording whole songs on the phone now. My whole studio in my hand. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. He was wounded and bruised, died on the cross, but the third day he rose. If Jesus was driving a car, he probably would have us all in one accord. See, writing a rap ain't really hard. If you believe this, then you can believe God. The TV got us watching Power and Ghosts, but I come with the power of the Holy Ghost. And this is not for show, but to throw a rope that'll pull you close. 3, 4, 4. Don't fall for the meal ticket, Esau. You better know your worth, cause I know hunger pains and they hurt. But you can be feel so full till you literally spill. And this is real spill. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. Look, Jesus, that's all you wanna talk about. Is that the only name that come out your mouth? Yeah, I'm down south, but I'm thinking up north. Cause in every house you got an attic and a loft. Bethonian, journey to the cross. Retreat, where I was fed good meat. Put me on my feet just to walk these streets. To tell somebody how to pursue peace. I was compelled in a cell, locked up in a prison in jail. I had a criminal to teach me the biblical principle, the word of God and things spiritual. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. Man, I like that. Yeah. I'ma give you the word. Everybody giving you the tea on everything else. I got the tea on Jesus. Yeah. Father God, I never meant to take your love for granted. Yeah. Man, we living in the last days. Man, I'm recording whole songs on the phone now. My whole studio in my hand. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. He was wounded and bruised, died on the cross, but the third day he rose. If Jesus was driving a car, he probably would have us all in one accord. See, writing a rap ain't really hard. If you believe this, then you can believe God. The TV got us watching Power and Ghosts, but I come with the power of the Holy Ghost. And this is not for show, but to throw a rope that'll pull you close. 3, 4, 4. Don't fall for the meal ticket, Esau. You better know your worth, cause I know hunger pains and they hurt. But you can be feel so full till you literally spill. And this is real spill. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. Look, Jesus, that's all you wanna talk about. Is that the only name that come out your mouth? Yeah, I'm down south, but I'm thinking up north. Cause in every house you got an attic and a loft. Bethonian, journey to the cross. Retreat, where I was fed good meat. Put me on my feet just to walk these streets. To tell somebody how to pursue peace. I was compelled in a cell, locked up in a prison in jail. I had a criminal to teach me the biblical principle, the word of God and things spiritual. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. You want the tea on Jesus? I'ma give you the word, Hebrews. Man, I like that. Yeah. I'ma give you the word. Everybody giving you the tea on everything else. I got the tea on Jesus. Yeah.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright round a young virgin, mother and child. Oh,
Welcome to Real Talk with your boy Carlos Vaughn, man. That was my girl Jaleesa, man. She did that for the Christmas album, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we gonna do it for the day, man. We just gonna bring it in and celebrate the holidays, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna bring that Christmas feel in today on Real Talk, man, you know. I'm gonna be a little petty today, but we gonna just let it flow out, man, you know, enjoying the holidays. I hope y'all doing good out there today, man. Yeah, you know, man, I'm glad to be of service today. Yeah. And all this original music right here, man. All of this, everything that you hearing right now, man, it's all original. You know, wanted to put together one of those classic albums, man. You know where, uh, like every year you'll hear the Temptations. Every year you'll hear the Jackson Five. Stevie Wonder, everything with Motown. I mean, you have the gospel artists, you know, but I wanted to do something on this end. And this is one of them tracks, man, you know, that I just wanted to see everybody on. Let's just get on this thing and rip it, man, and celebrate and do it from our perspective and how we do it down south. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had that little pressure coming in there on that thing. Jesus, Jesus is the way. Oh, what a joy it is to know that I'm Holy Ghost filling. I'm saved. Hey, yeah, man. Man, that'll put me back in the lab. I feel like I'm in the studio right now. Yeah. Oh, come on. The way. Oh, what a joy it is to know that I'm Holy Ghost and I'm saved. Hey, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is the way. Oh, what a joy it is to know that I'm Holy Ghost. I'm saved. He washed me whiter than snow. And they fill me with that. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do nothing on it. I ain't gonna do nothing, man. I'm just giving you a little piece, man, a little piece of something, man. You know, look, that's that Jesus is the way. That's on that the Christmas collection, man, from Christ Like Music Morris Code that we've been working on. I've been working on it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And eventually it's gonna be released with all of the artists and with the sounds that I I saw um in my head, you know, for this particular project. So man, look, what we doing today, man. We just going to enjoy ourselves in here on Real Talk today. You know, let me turn this down a little bit, man. I said today I wanted to be, you know, I'm thankful, you know, because of the holidays, you know what I'm saying? Not just because of the holidays, because of every day, but it just get to a certain time of year and just something just in the air and it make you just wanna you know, just do something different. It's like a sincerity about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not for looks and likes, but I think this year, uh, it's been a big a tremendous shift. And so what it's doing is it's making you look at things totally different now. You know, I'm looking at for me, every day is Christmas. You know, I looked at my sons this year. You know, pretty much everything that I could do within my ability, if I could get it, and they asked me for it, and I wanted to do that because I want to do that. I went and got it. So I didn't look at. I'm not waiting for one day to be able to do the things that I could do every day if I have the ability to do it or the wherewithal to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it with the holidays. And since we talking about that, man, this what I'm gonna do. The entire show we're gonna talk about this. This what I'm gonna do on here for everybody who are rocking with me on this this venture that I'm on right now, especially with real talk, and we have the other things. Hey, stay tuned. There's a whole lot of stuff coming, and the beginning with the intros, we had a lot of stuff that was showing on there, and
We got movies, we got films, you know what I'm saying? All types of stuff in the work, man. So music, books, whatever, whatever it is that's on the inside that God has given, that's what we got coming. And so that's what I got coming as far as what he's giving me to do. So what I'm gonna do is look, this what I'm gonna do. I got my cash app, it's on the screen. I'm gonna keep it on the screen the majority of this show. Look, if you want to support this thing, look, go to Mars code $Mars code 123. It's on the screen. If you want to give $1, give $1. And it ain't that I'm asking for money or trying to beg for money or nothing like that. But look, if you vibing with what I'm doing, you want to support what I'm doing, you know, send 10. You want to send 50. You want to send a bill. Whatever you want to send it to this $Mars code 123 because there's a lot of great things that I'm trying to do to get uh, the visuals out and to get the information out and to get the word out with people. Not I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily label them as common people, but the people that don't get a chance to voice what they have to say a lot of times on a big platform. And so I'm not saying that it's a big platform right now, but I see it as being a great platform. So again, as you see on the screen, it's $Mars code 123. Go there right now, man. I mean, like right now. Drop $1, drop five, drop 10, whatever you want to. If you believe in what I'm doing, you believe that it's a great thing that I'm doing. Uh, just so into it. I guarantee you're gonna get it back. So look, this is what I wanted to talk about since we talking about that. This I'm gonna be on real talk. I saw something and I wrote this down because it was I saw um I saw a lot of giant trees in the land. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sharing this with you right now on real talk, man. This like little revelation that I'm gonna share with you. There were giant trees in the land with no branches. You know what I'm saying? And so what I looked at with that is that okay, look, you got giant trees in the land with no branches, and I'm like, well, man, no tree can produce any fruit if it don't have branches. You know what I'm talking about? No tree, you can't produce. There's no fruit if you don't have branches. So it's like there's there is a method that we use with landscaping called engrafting, and so you can actually take a branch and graft it into another tree. Which I saw a guy do this one time. He took satsuma branch and he engrafted it with a lemon tree. So the lemon tree started producing lemons and satsumas, which are we call it an orange or whatever, but it produces both fruit. And so when I looked at it, I talked to my partner Lanier and I chopped it up with him and I told him, I said, he's like, man, you know what? The branch got the same DNA as the tree. And I was like, man, you know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. And so I got some real people, man, that's gonna be coming in on Real Talk, man. I'm super excited about it, man. One of my partners, man, we got a topic that we're gonna be talking about, man, the politicians versus the people. And he's one of those those people, man, that have been like a business person, pillar in the community, as far as business and family legacy for a long time. And so the thing that we talked about, there were a lot of promises made, and we look at people, man, that come to these venues and come to the churches and come to these places, and then once they're in office, you know, you can't even get an appointment. You can't even get a meeting. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get to them. And it's the same thing like with the rap game. You know how I looked at it. Certain people, man, when you get in the door, it's just immediate family that you're gonna take care of. It's immediate, uh, your immediate circle that you're gonna take care of. And sometimes you promise people some things and you don't keep those promises that that you promise to people. And so when you looking at it, I had an earlier segment on Real Talk where I was talking about does your vote or does my vote really count? And so, it's like a lot of times, Some people sell their votes. You can sell your vote. You can do things like that. But I just I think it was a real topic. The politicians versus the people. But then I also had something that's going to tie into that called, and it's a revelation that I got. I believe that there is an elite group of people that try to control things or whatever. But at the end, it's going to be the elite versus the elect. And the word of God says that we are God's elect, we're his chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And so there's an elite group. You have elite groups all over in the earth, you know what I'm saying, or whatever platform, whatever arena. But you have an elect group, you know what I'm saying, that's elected. And so we have to operate in our office a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So I can get a lot deeper into that, but I'm on here today, man. Like I say, I'm your host, Carlos Vaughn, man, and this real talk. So let's open up some stuff, man. Let me put this back on the screen. Look, I want to see some people, man, who on here, man. Go to the Mars code 123 $ 123, man. Put something in there, drop a dime, drop it in there, man. Whatever it is, it helps support this thing and push it further. You know what I'm saying? We got a goal that we trying to reach. I'm trying to reach a goal of $200,000. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's been on my goal list for this thing that I've been doing for some years now, and I ain't stopped saying the same thing. I also got a campaign that I got going called Keep It 100. And I had a lot of people throughout the years that sold into that Keep It 100 campaign. Mean, look, man, give 100, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell my sister this a lot of times when, you know what I'm saying, income tax and all that. I say, man, let me hold a stack when you get it back. You know what I'm saying? But you got so many slangs, you got so many logos. But the thing is that in order to move, in order to make moves, in order to progress, I mean, you move, but you need capital. You have to move it, and it's funny is that I'm not dependent on it like that, but money, it moves and it makes some things happen, some things it makes some things much easier, smoother transitions when you have to do some things. You won't have to worry about so much and little petty things. So that's what I'm being petty about. I'm being petty. I'm gonna be petty today on real talk. So we gonna talk about being petty right now. I'm talking about it might seem petty, but at the same time it's real because some people might think like that sometimes. So look, this is what I want to talk about. It's like I wrote this down. I said that people, about honoring gifts. You know what I'm talking about? And I had a real problem with that at one time about honoring gifts. You know what I'm saying? One of the first times that I heard the word honorarium was probably through the Living Faith Christian Center, and that was with me doing events on the this side of the music, not on the secular side. And I've had people tell me it's like, man, if you don't place value on yourself, somebody else will. So if you don't uh, put a value on yourself, then somebody else will. And so you can't fault yourself when you do something and you don't receive what you asked for, and you can't be mad at it because I got a heart to do things. I got a heart to give. I do it a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, just on the strength, just because I'm a creative person, because I love it. But I look at it, I was like, well, man, some of these small little jobs and small little things that I'm doing, some of this stuff, when I'm looking at the pricing that I have in my bylaws and in my company, this one job can take care of so many things in my life and in my family's life. You know what I'm saying? And so now I have to be firm with those things, you know, even more so in the coming year. And one thing, man, Kevin Hart said something. I mean, shout out to Kevin Hart, man. Shout out to Kevin Hart, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Hart, man. He said something so awesome. He said, when they're in meetings and people come to him that's a part of uh his committee or in the meeting. He said when they come to him with an idea, he tell them to punctuate their idea. And so that's a motto that I'm going into 2021 with, to punctuate my idea, to punctuate my prices, to punctuate what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, whatever it is, put a period at the end of it. Because if you don't punctuate it, it's just a run on sentence. So when you look at it, it's like, okay, well, man, look, this is what it is, period. Simple as that. You know, you punctuate it. You put a period at the end of your idea. You put a period at the end of your price. You put a period at the end of your services. That's it. You know what I'm talking about? It's nothing more, nothing less. And I look at it like when, I wrote this down. I said that a person a person honors honor a gift. You honor a gift if you respect the person. And I see that a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, that a person that you can, if you have two people doing the same, the gifts are different. It may be one a person that's a musician. It may be one person that's, I'm using uh where I'm at right now, musician, preacher, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If that person came, you honor the gift the same. That's just how that's how I look at it. You know what I'm talking about? It's no different. And I've been a whole lot of places, man, where I'm being petty. I mean, it's a lot of people probably feel like that right now, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff with me is a heart check. Because you go a lot of places and a person pat you on the back and be like, oh man, you did a good job, man. We're gonna have you here for the next event. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And you sit there and be like, well, man, you know, you came and you minister, you serve. Not that you're trying to woo the crowd or that you're trying to win the crowd or you trying to entertain people or nothing like that. And because a lot of with me now, coming into a place, it's a whole nother mindset. It's a whole nother thing that I'm coming in to do. But when you come in and you understand the value of your gift, but somebody else comes in and it may be somebody that that person respects more. And the first thing you say is, well, man, we can't let this man of God leave until we bless him. And you looking at it like, well, man, I just did the same thing, but it was in a musical form and I ministered. So what is the difference between that gift and this gift? It's doing the same thing, it's edifying. And so a lot of, man, let me tell you something, man. Look, a church hurt is the worst hurt. It's the worst hurt. And I'm being petty today, but I'm being real. It's real talk. It's the worst hurt. And I've seen a lot of people fall off because of people. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was times, bro. Look, I had to go into service and I had to look past the pulpit, man. You know what I'm talking about? I had to look. I had to go there for what I was really going there for. Because we need people, but we get so emotional, we get so connected and so attached to people, and then when that person don't do what you expected them to do, then you you fall off, you back away from it. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't really how it's supposed to go. And I just saw a lot of people try to get close to somebody, and you get close to that person, and then something switch up on you, and now you offended. You know what I'm talking about? And there's plenty of times, man, I get offended. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person, man. If I can contribute any type of way with what I know and what I can do, I'm finna try to do it. I'm the type of person I like to be there early, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I want to if I got something that can help make it better, even uh with my landscaping and lawn service and stuff that I do, from time to time, I look at ways because I had to do this at the plant and with the JLAs or whatever, you have to look at the situation. And when I'm going out there, I want to have the proper tools. I want to, make stuff better. If a person got some people have old ways of doing stuff, man, and it's just like, man, you got all of this stuff and technology done changed so much now. I'm like, man, it's a faster way to do it. But in the wireless age, I understand something about that too, that it's still good to have connections. You know what I'm talking about? Because, a lot of times we depend so much on wireless, and I do a lot of times. it's still good to have a direct connect. You understand what I'm saying? I just wanted you to catch that right quick because that's I'm saying that while I'm talking right now. I mean, it's a lot of wireless stuff that makes things so much easier. But when all of that fail, you know what I'm talking about? When all of the little glitches and the interruptions that in the air mess that up, you know what I'm saying? That real connection, that's what you're gonna be able to, be able to hear through. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw that out there. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's just super. That man, let me give myself a hand clap on that, man. That's just super. That's just right. It's just super, super. Just saying something like that, but I just want to be. I'm being a little petty today on real talk. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I've been. It's I talked about the hustle. The last time I talked about, I took I put my hustle in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, man, you got to take your hustle out your pocket to have something in your pocket. And I understand faith. Believe me, trust me. If anything ever been tested, it's been tested this year. You know what I'm saying? And so I got a good understanding of that. And you can't lose that no matter what, no matter how the test is, you can't lose it. And it's hard sometimes, man. Sometimes it hurt. Let me tell you something, man. The worst feeling, you know what I'm saying, when you look at, you can't have a poverty mindset, no matter how it looks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got on my Facebook cover in photo profile photo. I got this photo and I got enriched across the top of it, and that's a brand that's coming through my clothing line, True Definition Clothing Company. And the reason I did it is because True Definition Clothing Company, we are the defining line. We give you the true definition to a lot of this stuff. And so you got a lot of people. Me and people can talk that you talk that rich talk, but I say you may be rich, but I'm enriched because the word of God says that I've been enriched with all spiritual blessings. You know what I'm talking about? And so when I thought about that, I was like, man, you know what? I'm enriched. And you think about even when you look on boxes stuff that you get out the store when it's enriched, that means, man, it's something of substance in there. You know what I'm talking about? That makes it better than everything else. It got an ingredient in that that makes it better than everything else. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of rich people out there, but I'm enriched. And you know what I believe? I believe that that the wealth for the wicked is stored up for the righteous. And I'm just put it like that. It's coming. It's coming. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it right now. I believe it as I'm talking, as I'm speaking to you right now on this thing. And it's real talk right now. I'm putting it out there in the air right now. That's why I got the cash out $ Mars code 123 on here right now because I believe I'm one person away. One person can hit that thing right now and change the whole trajectory of everything that I'm doing right now. Just change everything and make everything happen that I ever dreamed of. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. That's how my faith is. Like my boy Fro, man, shout out to Fro, man. Shout out to Fro out there in the 10, man. You know what I'm saying? Stupid faith. He talk about stupid faith. You know what I'm saying? So this real talk today, and I'm being a little petty. I'm being a little petty about some stuff because man, I'm standing up right now, man, for my people who done got burnt out, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's a lot of people that done got burnt out, man. A zone fire, you know, and just done burnt out, let it die out, man, because of people. Because of people, man. Because of people. And we gotta love just like Jesus loved. You know what I'm talking about? I understand. We got to, you know. And my boy Toby got this song out, man. Try Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He say, don't try me, cause I fight. You know. And I laughed at it because it's a message in there thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying like, yeah, you just try him. Don't try me. And I like that because it's still telling you to try. And so I think about that too, man. Think about all the stuff somebody tell you to try in the course of a day, in the course of your life. Man, this restaurant good, do this. Man, go try this. And you'll go and it's like, man, I'm finna go check it out. And somebody tell you to try Jesus, and the first thing somebody say, man, look, I ain't finna play with God like that, man. I ain't ready yet. How you gonna do that? Where they do that at? How? That's not possible, you know? And so it's just so much, man. I just I'm on this petty stuff today, man, because there's so many people, bro, that, it's like, man, they hurt and they done stepped away and they done went back. You know what I'm saying? I done had a dude tell me one time, he said, man, my partner in the street show me more love than some such and such, man. At least he'll ask me if I'm straight. So he trying to get you to get back out the slanging and doing stuff like that, but you gotta look at it. I done had people tell me, man, like, man, I need somebody to meet me where I'm at. That stuff that I'm hearing, I don't understand it. We gotta understand sometimes it's babies in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta, man, you can't just get no baby no big piece of meat, man, no steak. You gonna choke them and kill them. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, there's so many gifts, bro. At one point in time, let me tell you something, man. I feel like, you know, when you know you got a good gift for Christmas, you know what I'm talking about? You know it. That's a man. Like I got, like, man, this thing here raw. I really can't believe I got this. And you don't even want to use it right then. You just want to put it up and hide it, put it on the shelf. You know what I'm talking about? And I felt like that for a while, for some years. You know what I'm talking about? I'd be like, man, a person know, man, I got a real good gift in my possession. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this gift. I'm gonna hide this. Can't nobody, can't everybody just see this. Only certain people I'm gonna let see this. It's almost like putting something in a china cabinet or something. You know what I'm talking about? It's like everybody ain't finna come into your house. It's only certain people or something in your room in your safe. Only certain people gonna see it. You only gonna take it off the shelf when you want a certain person to see it, and the gift for everybody to see. And that's how I felt at one point in time. I'm like, man, it's like I'm just been put on a shelf, and I only get taken off the shelf for certain people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just petty. It's real talk right now, man. It's just real. I'm telling, man, if I can't be real, then I'm fake. And I ain't come from that. I ain't cut from that kind of cloth. You know what I'm talking about? If I can't be real, then I'm fake. And so I'm just bringing up these topics. And some of this stuff people being want to talk about, people being want to say, being want to feel like that. Man, there was so many talented people that I had around me that I knew. And I know that they backed off because of hurt, because of offense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that sometimes too, man, because you got, people will bash you and try to bring you down, man, when you try to make yourself, when like you trying to make yourself too important. No, you got to know your worth. You got to know your value. And that's something that I'm understanding right now. It's like this, man, straight up. If you don't want it, you ain't going to pay for it. If you want it, you going to pay for it. But you got a lot of people, you got to think about the mindset. A lot of people out there stealing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay the price for it, but they'll go steal it and sell it to somebody else for half price. That's what I'm saying. I know my work. Let me tell you something, man. That's 20 some years ago. I'm talking about with secular music. I ain't even talking about the prices that they getting now with this stuff. I was doing $5,000 for 30 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? That's 30 minutes. Club, closing at 2 o'clock. I'm hitting the stage probably like 1:30. I had a 30-minute set. At the most 45. I'm out of there. And I got half up front. I got my other half when I finish. Or when I show up. No matter what happened up in there, I'd have got there. And and you try to be business minded. The thing that I see too, also, man, I'm looking for management. I'm looking for a team to that I can build around what I'm doing right now, around this brand that I'm doing. People, producers, musicians, uh, uh, staff, whatever, because it's a lot of things that I want to show people. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, let me tell you another thing too, man. I just sit there and I back away from somebody, man. You know, when you got a person in position, man, and they figure they got it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this stuff for years, man. You know, but I had a crazy dream one time, about my pastor, man, at the time, Apostle White. I was in doing the lawn service for another company at one time, and I had this crazy dream. You know, I was cutting this medium by a mailbox, and he was telling me to cut a certain way. He's like, "Look, I want you to go straight up this way and come back down this way." And I'm like, "Man, how you gonna tell me how to cut grass? And I've been cutting this for years. I could run circles around you with this." But it wasn't the fact that I knew how to cut better. It was the fact that I had somebody giving me instructions, and was I willing to follow those instructions? Because a lot of times the way some things are that are asked of you is not how you would normally uh used to receiving it or normally used to doing it. And a lot of this stuff is to kill pride sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing that I on that job is something that I learned, and I'm just sharing this from experience. Is that the owner, he showed me things from the top, so I was able to see stuff from a whole nother viewpoint than my coworkers. And also when he was trying to put me in on other jobs, the first thing we were saying, "Man, he ain't paying me for that. Man, that ain't my job. That ain't my job title, man. I don't do that." And now I'm trying to do my own, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, he was trying to put me into landscaping, irrigation, all of this other stuff. And I was like, well, man, ain't my job, my job. I'm gonna stay right here where I'm at. This is what I'm supposed. This is what I do. This is where I'm gonna stay at. But now, because he always told me, he said, "Man, I don't pay you for what you do. I pay you for what you know." So he was saying to me, like, man, if I had went there, which I actually had a guy that I was working with, he came in, he was green, didn't know nothing, working under me. And this guy went work with these different crews and learned these other skill sets and ended up coming back and knew more about this stuff than I did, because I looked at my position. Oh, I'm a crew leader. I'm running this. I got this, and I can call the shots. You know what I'm saying? And so I missed out on an opportunity to pick up a skill that could probably follow me for the rest of my life. So a lot of times we do that, and I know we do that on jobs. I'm being petty right now. You be on there, some person come and ask you to do something, you like, man, I ain't finna do that. You better let them do it. That ain't my job. I'm not finna do all that. But little do you know that same thing that they asking you to do could be something that's gonna benefit you in the future when you trying to do your own thing. We be on some petty stuff sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? We never look at it. I mean, I'm talking about super petty, and I learned from that because I look at the type of jobs that I could have. I'm like, man, if I do this, and I'm looking at the type of money that they pay for these type of jobs, and I'm like, man, I could have had this skill set like down pat. Only if I would have just did what this person asked. But that's a thing that I understand about authority, where I understand that a lot of times it don't rub you the right way. It's gonna rub you the wrong way. But you gotta have an understanding, and that comes from maturity. It comes from maturity. It comes from you learning from some things, because a lot of stuff like with me, when it rubbing me the wrong way, you gonna see it on my face. It's gonna frown up and there are wrinkles all over the place. I'm gonna be mugged up, looking crazy. And I be trying to get it off, trying to fix my face where I'm like, okay, well, look, man, I ain't really, I'm trying to fix it, but it's just like, man, I'm, you know, mugged up on you right now. I ain't trying to hear nothing, man. Talking, who you think you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Who you really, who you supposed to be? You know what I'm talking about? And so, a lot of times you got to get out of it, man. It's hard a lot of times to submit, or to be in submission to a lot and people, man. And it's crazy. And I know a lot of people have been hurt, because I got a lot of scars. But I heard a statement that was made said a person that's healed can show their scars. I got you know stab wounds and got keloid on it, but at the same time, it's healed. I mean, it's a wound, it's a scar there, it's gonna be there, but healing done took place in that area. You know what I'm saying? So it got a lot of, man, deep wounds, man. I'm talking about, like, man, it's a lot of church wounds out there, man. And that was just a topic of a conversation that I had earlier today. And, just wanted to sit there and talk about it, because a lot of healing gotta take place, man. We want healing, the land to be healed, but the people gotta be healed first. You know what I'm talking about? You can't heal a land if you got hurt people, if you got wounded people out there, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of wounds out there, and it's a lot of deep wounds, man, because, man, when you playing with that sword, bro, I'm telling you, man, that junk, not meaning to say junk, but I mean, like, it cut deep. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to handle it right, you're gonna end up hurting somebody really, really bad, man. And the thing is that people are fragile, especially coming into unknown territory, you know what I'm saying? But, and you can see a lot of people come in and see, they can see from a while the real gonna recognize real. They gonna come in and see. If you hollering about the same thing all the time, man, you gotta switch it up on people sometime, man. If you come in and hollering about the same thing every time, man, people gonna look at you and they gonna come at you, and that's just the nature. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, man, if I go somewhere, same thing with family, anybody, man. You go somewhere and somebody asking for something every time you go there, man, I ain't trying to come around you no more, man. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just being petty right now. I'm being petty, but I'm being real because you got people out there that's thinking like that right now. Man, if I'm coming around somebody every time and how we say it, man, they begging. I remember I was out there, man. I was out there with Victory, man. Shout out to my boy Victory, man. Shout out to my boy Victory, the ambassador, man. Man, we was out there, man, in new roads, in my section, man. Closing around my where I roam, and so we was out there with our CDs, and we normally be out there, different spots. We'll pull up or something, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, they had this officer that came out, and he was like, "Well, man, y'all gotta move around, such and such. Y'all here peddling." So me, I'm in there. I'm finna look it up. I'm like, man, I'm looking in the dictionary. Boom, boom, boom. I'm pulling it up on my phone, like peddling. And he called it something else too. And I was like, and the definition for it was begging. And I'm like, nah, man, ain't nobody begging, man. Nobody begging. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't that aggressive like that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it was a tool for the strike up conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? It's a tool for the strike up conversation about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you want to give something and you want to contribute to it, you want to give more, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, that's cool too. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody out here begging, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just ain't like the verbiage that was used. You know what I'm saying? It offended me a whole lot. And it made me think about it, like, man, I got to do something better. Why am I out here, out here trying to do this, and I could have this stuff set up a whole nother way. But that's why I know, you know, I've been doing things just kind of low key, just laying low for a long time. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing who I really am, not trying to be prideful about a lot of stuff, and you know what I'm saying. So I kind of I think I kind of belittled myself a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't keep my standards up as far as uh my my craft. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people look at that like, man, take advantage of it. Like you just, man, you the change now, so you got to do this stuff for free and you got to do this. Look, man, I'm telling you, 2021, man, it gonna be some shocked people, man. And they might not call, might not do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it gonna be some shocked people, man, because look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a nationwide artist. I'm worldwide. Being like that. It ain't that I'm being prideful. I know who I am. I know what I am. I try to tell people stuff sometime, man, with music. And you got some people, man, that's so full of book knowledge. And they done studied this person and studied that person. See, I come from a whole nother cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm God always kept me authentic. He always kept me original. That's what I try to tell people, man. It's original music in you. Man, my partner flooded me with all type of gospel artist CDs when I first was converted. And I'm like, man, I like them. I was listening to uh, K9 and Tadashi. There's so many, man. 116 Click, and man, it was just a lot of people. And I was like, man, I can't. I like it, but I can't listen to it because if I listen to it too much, eventually I'm gonna pattern it. I'm gonna do something like this. And I want God to give me original music. I want Him to give me something that's totally different, something that's gonna change the world that nobody else can say, that nobody else thought of. Give me something that nobody ever thought of. Let me say something that they never thought of. Give me something, God, that can blow their mind. And He do it every time. Ever since I've been doing music, it's been off instinct. I'm I, I've been producing. I've been producing. But when I got around producers, people that can do it faster than me, I just stopped. A lot of the music that I had that I was supposed to release, I I made original pieces. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I said that, man, there's so much stuff that I can sit here and talk about, man, I can be passionate about. See, it was at one point in time, man, when everybody was around here listening to this Boosie and Webby song called Let Me Dance With You. Let me tell y'all something about that. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming on a documentary that I got, man. Let me tell you something about that. See that track right there? That's an original track that I created on a DR5 drum machine for my brother and my cousin. And I felt at one point in time, I'm being petty. I'm being petty now. Because I feel like I let them down because I didn't follow through on that. Because at that point in time, I was in the transition stage. I was like, man, forget this thug addict stuff. I got to get this up. I got to let this go. And I was listening to people. And I cut off a lot of people. I cut off a lot of content. Cut off people. Here and there, listening to people. Man, you can't be around that. You can't do this. You can't be on, you can't be in the light and be in the dark too. You can't straddle the fence. You can't do that. And I cut people off, man, and I end up letting something that I created get taken away. It's a lot of that. If you go back and you look at it, I ain't proud of all of this stuff, man. Like with you know, the thug addict, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, man. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I did as far as me coming from where I came from to doing what I was doing. And but there's a lot of people that look at your talent, man. Look at your gift. And if I can't do what you're doing, I want to take what you're doing and make this mine. That's where I'm at. I'm at this point right now. I got a whole lot. You ain't heard nothing yet. I got a lot of stuff that I didn't even release that's still relevant right now. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my family, I'm listening at these dudes, man, and I'm listening at this music, and I understand there's a whole nother generation that's out there right now. Man, it's real talk. I'm talking real right now. I told my son today, I said, man, you got all these alphabet rappers out there right now. And I ain't knocking nobody, man. You doing your thing, do it. But all these alphabet rappers, everybody want to be a letter, N and a L and all this stuff, man. You know what I'm talking about? If I, man, I was one of them messy rappers. You know what I'm talking about? Like, real talk. Gonna get in there. Let's go. But now it ain't even about that. Everybody's so, you're taking stuff so personal. Everybody, man, I come up in the era of MC where you had lyricists. And you got some nice lyricists that's out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, real talk. You got some nice ones that's out there right now. But I'm just speaking and I'm being petty and I'm venting right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that, at any given time, man, it's almost like I'm a ticking time bomb, man. I'm ready to blow at any time because I made a move when I felt like I didn't finish what I was supposed to finish. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, man, I let a lot of people down. I did that. I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Even right now, man, I look at people all the time, bro, and I be telling them, everybody be doing their stuff, like, man, yeah, we doing this, we got this going. I'm seeing the videos out, I'm seeing them do this, I'm seeing this. I'm like, what? In my mind, I'm like, I told my brother and them that much. Nobody got no buzz like that, man. You ain't buzzing like that. You buzzing in your own mind like that, but until you see a massive reaction and people all across the board collectively saying something and your name ringing like that, then you got a buzz. Other than that, man, you got a buzz in your own mind. He ain't did nothing. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, we doing positive things in the city, man. We doing some things. But man, it's more that we could do. And that's been my passion for the longest time, man, about unity, man, and getting together. But man, I see that it's almost like, well, man, it ain't gonna happen. People just ain't gonna think like that. It's always gonna be somebody thinking that I'm better than somebody else, or I can go around what's already been established. See, this the thing. I was letting my sons listen to some stuff today. I told them, I say, man, look, that's what I saw. I see people when they see us on stage, when they used to see me on stage, like, man, and they see you and they be like, man, I can do that too. Man, you don't know what I went through for to do this. You don't know the time that I put in on this. So rather than them helping build on the house, you rather try to pick up the skill and go off and build a whole nother house when you can help build a mansion and have you a room in there where you can just live. And so I see a lot of strategies, a lot of blueprints, and some of it's patterned behind somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But man, until one person really realized, like, man, everybody you can put together projects, you can do this to try to woo it and tag it and say it's gospel and say this. I done saw people out there in the streets, man, where people running to do stuff and then they gave gospel rap a bad name because somebody just jumped out there and put out a record and put out an album and sold it to somebody, and the person like, man, that's garbage. Because the real gonna tell you the real. If it's raw, if they feel it, they gonna tell you that they feeling it. If they don't feel it, they gonna tell you that they ain't. That's real. That's real talk, man. And the people that got a bad rep, and I'm talking about just beat down. I had feeling like that at one time. I was like, man, I just ain't this energy that I had with this other stuff. I can't get it because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get put in a box. Like, man, I gotta do this a certain way. I toned down a whole lot. I toned down a whole lot. I mean, like, all the way down. All the way down. I mean, Z-Man can tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way down. You know what I'm talking about? And man, that's a rap podcast, man. I'm gonna have some real people come on here, man. We gonna be talking about some real talk, man. I'm talking about we gonna talk about the struggles. Man, there's a lot of people. The thing that I hate the most is not saying that, I was letting my son listen to stuff and he was telling me all that, man, that's garbage. That's garbage. I say, bro, you don't know your history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here rapping and doing stuff right now, man, and you don't even know the history. You don't even know the origin of what you're doing. A lot of people out here killing and fighting and gangbanging, and you don't even know the origin of where that comes from. Doing stuff and don't even know the origin of it. That's where we at. We got to get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? As a people, man, we got to get it together, bro. I'm like, we talk about black this, black that. You know what I'm saying? Man, we got to get it together. Everybody done figured us out except us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being petty. Shout out to the people, man. Let me give it a shout out to the people, man, who doing it. Shout out to everybody who doing it right now. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody who doing it right now. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you got your stuff together, man, you getting your stuff together, you putting it together, it's in progress, and in the process, man, keep rolling. You know what I'm talking about? Be a locomotive, man. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just real talk. But again, look, this is what I'm saying, man. Look, I'm on here. I've been on here for a little minute, you know, and I just been passionate about a lot of stuff. So what I'm saying to you again, man, like I say, I got the cash app up here. Dollar sign, Morris code 123. What I need you to do is go there. I need you. Not begging, I'm asking you. Because I got faith and I believe it. Let's get this thing built up. I ain't what man, I always been that dude, bro, that said, look, if I got in the door, it ain't gonna just be by myself. I'm gonna tell you about that next person because people that's been around me, like musically, they don't even understand. A lot of people I did events with on secular side and gospel, they don't understand that I look at them higher than myself. I esteem them higher than myself. I never look at myself as being no better than nobody else, no matter what, because people will come and tell you that. I'd have had people look at me sideways because somebody came to me after I got off the stage and be like, man, you killed that, man. You did that. Man, that was nice. And that other person ain't get that compliment. You know, and we got to stop lying to people too, man, telling people they sound good, lying to them because you don't want to offend them. You know what I'm talking about? Man, my partner told me this one time, man. He said, man, we got to stop lying to people, bro. He said, man, the anointing gonna operate in excellence, period. And we got to stop lying to people, man, telling them that, like, man, you sound good, man. Say, bro, that was straight. And I'm guilty of that a whole lot too because I don't want to offend people. I'm like, man, I support people. And I'm listening to it and I'm saying, like, man, to myself, I'm saying, like, but who am I? Like, who am I to judge? But I know this. I'm like, man, this sound horrible. Like, this horrible. So if I'm saying this, I know what somebody else because you got people who just like, you know, they listen to this stuff all day, all type of genres of music. You know what I'm saying? And that run deep in my family, you know. And so, man, you put me in the studio, just like lock me in there. Something when I come out there, you guarantee something gonna come out that you ain't never heard in your life, that you never thought of in your life. And I'm thankful for that gift. I'm thankful that God gave me that gift. But man, 2021, God say the same. It's gonna be a whole nother ball game. And so, man, I'm glad that y'all tuned in to Real Talk. You know, I played a little something earlier, man. I got the Guard Your Grill mask. Gonna do some stuff with True Definition. And let me tell you something right now, man. I got a lot of stuff that seem like it's fighting against me right now as I'm doing everything that I'm doing right now. It don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good. But guess what? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel good. It don't feel good. You know, with some things. You know what I'm talking about? But it's all good. And so I'm gonna leave you with that today, man. Real talk. I'm saying if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, shout out, man, anybody, man, that wanna help contribute to what we got going on. Like I said, man, dollar sign, Mars code 123. It's on the screen. You know what I'm talking about? I'm your host, Carlos Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's been awesome just sitting in here, man, chilling out with y'all today, man, enjoying this stuff with you, talking, being real, being a little petty on some stuff too, you know. I'm saying I got to, you know what I'm talking about? Because that's just the cloth that I come from, and I just got to be real, man. And so to all the people out there that's been hurt, all the people that done had this church hurt, all the people that have been offended by people. Man, I pray that forgiveness will be in your heart and that you move on past that and understand that God is not like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see him and recognize him for his character because a lot of times we don't see his character in people all the time because we are human and we switch. You know what I'm saying? And we get into our feelings and we get you know we have people in our ear and it's a lot of things that go on. So I just wanted to encourage you all out there today, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's gonna be good. It's all good. Everything gonna be all good. It's all good. And y'all make sure that y'all go to United Masters, man. Check out the music that I got. It's new music coming. Trust me. Look, I know I've been saying it. I know I've been saying it. I know I've been putting y'all on hold, but the music is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I guarantee you, it's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth it. And as y'all can see, I'm trying to. I might look a little different. Look a little different on it. But let it all, grow out and see what it do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what it do. But I'm just sincere right now, because right now I'm uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm uncomfortable. I mean, I keep myself in a uncomfortable uh mindset. I don't like to appear to be just that comfortable, all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, and I do that on purpose because sometimes you can get comfortable and you become complacent. And I never want to be complacent. It's a lot of things, and I believe supernatural. I believe something serious is going to happen. I'm talking about in my finances, in my life, in my family life, everything. In a matter of days. That's just how strong I believe in it. Because I've done my research, I've obtained the knowledge to do this, what I'm doing right now. And this stuff that I used to dream about doing. I always wanted somebody to do this stuff for me. I dreamed about doing it. And so I just want you to know I love y'all, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you what, we gonna jam out here because it's the holidays. And I'm gonna leave you guys with something. Again, I'm gonna put that back on the screen just in case you wanna contribute. You wanna tag somebody, let somebody know. It might be the person that wanna do a meal or something. You know what I'm saying? Person want to drop 50 bands in there. Whatever you wanna do, man. Look, hey, it's up. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen, man. So I'm gonna I'm gonna jam some songs, man. These some of my favorite songs of the season. And my thing is with me this year, I ain't trying to be all uptight and uppity. And I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so I just like to have that cheerful uh spirit, and I will hope to keep that all year, all next year. With everything. So this what we gonna do, man. We gonna jam. I'm gonna play a couple jams on our way out, and we'll just rock out, man. And look, enjoy your holidays, man. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your loved ones, man. And look, let me tell you something too. Look, let me take this off here. Let me get this off of here. Let me tell you something, man. Enjoy your family, man. And let me see. If you can't do what you wanted to do for the holiday, if you weren't able to do the things that you would normally able to do for the holiday, don't be don't be sad. Don't be discouraged about it. You know what I'm saying? Because people get you all hyped up, man. That's what TV do. That's what the seasons and all this stuff do. They get you all hyped up. I went in the store today and they got Valentine stuff. in the store already. So don't get your feathers all ruffled because you didn't do this or you couldn't do that. Don't get caught up in the hype because that's all it is. You know what I'm talking about? They preparing. They put this stuff in this visual. That's why I'm trying to keep the visual. You know what I'm saying? Make the visual different where we controlling the narrative on some things. You know what I'm talking about? Because they put that stuff in there, man. You be like, man, Valentine right around the corner. Man, I gotta get stuff straight for that. You know what I'm saying? So they already prepping you and programming your mind control. So look, I'm gonna get off here, man. But I gotta hit y'all with some jokes right quick. Okay, my son hit me with this joke, Chance. Okay, it's my 6 year old. He hit me with this joke, man. So I had some equipment I was testing out, and so I told him, I said, man, look, I hit him with this joke here. I said, why did the chicken cross the road? And he said, why, Dad? And I said, to get to the other side. And so right after I said that, he hit me with this and he said, Dad, why did the robot cross the road? I said, the robot? And he said, I said, why, Chance? He said, because he was programmed by the chick. Hey, I'm telling you, man, that was funny to come from a 6 year old. And I was like, man, where did you get that, man? Where did you get that? But that just to show you, with these young kids, man, they be on some other stuff. But okay, this is my last joke. I'm gonna hit you with this one. Okay. My partner, at honor rating, man, he had some stuff there. They had a little discussion, and he was saying that people said that Boaz was a pimp, and so I hit him with this joke when I'd heard. I said, "What kind of man was Boaz before he got married?" Okay, what? Ruthless. He was ruthless. You know what I'm saying? So look, I hope y'all enjoy my little jokes or whatever. You know what I'm talking about on Real Talk tonight, man. Look, I'm your host, man. We gonna jam out with some music, man. And I hope you all enjoy your holidays with your family. Uh, be blessed. It's so much. Hey, look, you can follow uh, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Carlos Vaughn. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Carlos Vaughn Morris on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? That's where I'm coming live from right now. You know what I'm saying? So you can follow me on there. And don't forget, I'm gonna keep this Cash App up there so y'all can see it and remember it. You know what I'm talking about? But look, we gonna jam to some Christmas music, man. Some of my favorites. I like this one, man. Check this out. Enjoy, people.
I'd give anything to see
That's a little bit of that Marvin Gaye, man.
a little Christmas tree and to hear the laughter of children playing in the snow. Ooh, to kiss my baby under the mistletoe.
Hey, check this one out here, though. Check this one
But
out.
I can't promise my eyes.
Yeah, I just play a little bit of that, man. That's the little vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, we gonna go here. Man, Merry Christmas to you out there, man. Y'all have a good one, man. It's your boy Carlos Vaughn, man.